Lyft Silver wants to keep your aging parents off the road. All right. So let me break it down for you. They said that Lyft rolled out a new service called Lyft Silver. It's basically designed to make it easier for older people who aren't driving anymore to still get around. They made some changes to the app to make it simpler to use, like bigger text and easier navigation. Plus, they're prioritizing rides in vehicles that are easier to get in and out of. Man, they said they've also have US based customer support available during the day if anyone needs help. And there's an option to share your location with family or caregivers, which can give everyone some peace of mind. Another handy thing is that it's now simpler for family and friends to send ride credits to their loved ones through the app. And the Lyft Silver service just launched in a few cities, and Atlanta and New York is one of them. So it sounds if this is something like that could benefit you or someone you know, it's now available and it's here. And it's all about providing reliable transportation and helping seniors stay independent and connected in the community. This is a lot to unpack. And before I ask you your thoughts on this, Mike, I want to ask the audience to let us know what they think. And then I'll ask you your thoughts on what you just saw and what you read. All right. In the comments, let me know. What do you think of Lyft Silver? Do you like this? One, this is great for seniors. Two, this is the money grab. Three, if they aren't getting a cheaper price, why do it? Four, this needs a marketing campaign for it to grow. Five, if they need a ride, this is an option. Or six, if the driver isn't trained, why bother? It's another ride. One through six, let me know in the comments. What do you think of Lyft Silver? Mike, your thoughts?
I think this needs a marketing campaign for it to grow because when they say seniors, there's such a broad range where some people, smart as a whip, they'll absolutely drive. They have no problems. They have a clean record. They're very safe on the road. Then there's people who cannot drive, have mobility issues, can't get in and out. They're they usually have this problem solved in some way, either with some kind of medical transportation, specialized transportation, etc. So that's kind of an existing fulfilled market. And I think if Lyft, they're kind of looking at maybe transition seniors, maybe who shouldn't drive, but again, just from my experience and knowledge of human nature, most of them will disagree that they shouldn't drive. That will cause a huge issue, right? So they need some kind of marketing campaign to maybe educate usually adult kids to help them send credits and get where they're going safely. But again, I don't think a senior sitting there, it's like refreshing their Lyft app trying to catch a ride when they still have technically a legal license and a car in the driveway.
Sheila Baker says, I think that this is a great idea. Mama D says, I'm proud to be a senior. Some don't make it to this age. I agree, Mama D says Sheila Baker. So now my question is, Mama D, since that you're a senior, would you be open to using Lyft Silver as opposed to you driving your car or waiting on your family to take you to and from? Mama D, Sheila Baker, anybody else that classifies themselves as a senior, do you see yourself using a service like this, or do you feel like I don't know how all this Lyft stuff works? I'm not getting ready to get in a stranger's car. Like, what are your thoughts on that? For me, I think that this is good, but a couple things here. On my side, I look at it as if the driver isn't trained to deal with seniors, because you got to remember you're ordering the app, and yes, it's coming in bigger text, right? Yes, it's giving you that, but if they're not accustomed to dealing with somebody that has a walker, that has a cane, they're probably just saying, hurry up and get in the car because your ride is started. But you have to be patient and you have to be understanding of that person. If they're not trained, it's just another ride. From my thought process, right? It takes an extra level of sensitivity. I think that personally, this could be a money grab, but to Mike's point, this does need a marketing campaign. So I'm all over the place with it, but there's no right or wrong answer. It's just these are things that we have to think about when you're doing this, right? So yes, this is great for seniors, especially for people who don't have a car. that live in a city that already has this rolled out, this can help them get to and from the grocery store, their doctor's appointments, get to and from a friend's house or to their places of worship, right? So that's great. But then they also have to be able to embrace it as well. So once again, that all boils down to what Mike said earlier about a marketing campaign.
Yeah. And one thing I want to add is I want to give complete big props to Lyft for even thinking about that audience and trying to make it easy. And I actually really hope they succeed in this.
Mm. This says Sheila Baker says, I'm not ready to give up my independence yet, but I have taken Uber before. Now, like I said, taking Uber, now I don't know how many seniors are taking an Uber to the airport, but saying you're going to church because you don't have a car, saying that you need to get to the grocery store, I think that this is something that would be ideal, if that makes sense. So this is something that, it's another avenue or it's another option to be able to move to and from. It's the Lab Tech Show. Join us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern at thelabtechshow.com. Embrace it or get left behind.
Alrighty then.